Teaching tip number 1, lesson target. So establishing a purpose for learning is the first step in the design and delivery of any lesson. And today I'd like to talk about a lesson target and what that is and what to look for, because most of the lessons being sent home over the school closure will include lesson targets in them. And I think it's important for you to know, not only so you can help reinforce the lessons at home, but also so you and your child can talk with a teacher about what the lesson target is and what you really want your child to know, understand, and be able to do. So that's what a lesson target really is. It gets to that bite-sized action of what a student needs to know, understand, or be able to do in regards to a concept or a skill. It really breaks it down for the child so they know exactly what they need to be learning and why. Why is it important? Well, according to research by John Hattie in his book Visible Learning, simply explaining or reviewing with students what they will be learning before and after the lesson begins, you can increase student achievement by 27%. So again, I highly recommend after a child finishes a Zoom meeting in the class or is finishing up an assignment, talk to them about what was the specific lesson target. What were they expected to know, understand, and be able to do within that particular activity or skill-based. The achievement growth within this is quite significant. So there are many different lesson target examples out there. I've put 2 up here. If you ever visit KMS and go into any of our classrooms, you'll see that they will have their lesson target posted either on a whiteboard or up on the screen. It's always visible for students. And you can see an example here on the left-hand side in the Individuals in Society class. And at KMS we go with it, today we will so that we can. So this lesson target says, today we will apply the code of Hammurabi to modern society so that we can understand how time and place impact political systems. It's really getting again to that level of thinking that we're expecting within a given lesson. In this case, applying. They're doing some application of that code of Hammurabi. So that is really critical for you to follow up with the students. I'd also encourage you to set goals with your child. So the older cousin to the lesson target is goal setting. And this is a perfect opportunity for you to work with your child on setting all sorts of goals. And so one common framework to do that is through the SMART goals. And that acronym stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. And so the example I have over here on the left is a simple one. I will increase my time spent reading each week by 1.5 hours, so an hour and a half, by May 2020. So going through our framework here, is it specific? Meaning, is it state what I should be doing? Is there kind of an action around this? Well, yes, there is. I will increase my time spent reading, right, by an hour and a half each week. Is it measurable? Yes. It's an hour and a half each week. So, of course, you need a baseline measure with that. But I can know by the end of each week, am I an hour and a half more? Have I done an hour and a half more reading by the baseline data there? Is it attainable and is it relevant? Those are 2 other questions you would ask. I would say, given the fact that we are on a stay-at-home orders and there is limited activities, unfortunately, for us to do, I think it is attainable, meaning I can dedicate maybe more of my time to reading. So yes, is it relevant? Of course it is. We like to say that reading is the first subject among equals at any school. And that means that in every subject you're going to have to do reading, whether it's in social studies or science or even in math. There is a lot of reading. For surely it's relevant. Is my goal time-bound? Yes. I need to complete this by May 2020. So there is a time element to this. Again, revisit lesson targets, to work with your students to set goals. These could be health goals, they could be academic goals, really anything. This is just another way to stay engaged in your child's education.